Okay. What did I think of what's happening? Hmm. Tough one that is. What? I'm not too sure myself, to be honest. Although I've experienced some stuff that I can't explain. Some physical, actual effects. I've got some weird muscles on the back of my leg, on the back of the bottom leg, which I've never noticed before. And I can swim on the water. Found out that recently that's the only way I can swim, which is quite bizarre. When I used to be a good swimmer when I was a kid. Well, I do remember I met quite a famous celebrity of the 1980s, Duncan Goodyear, back in the 80s. I've got a signed picture and signed autograph and a male swimming certificate that's signed by him still. And I haven't been swimming for a while because the local swim master has been closed for a few years now. And we've just recently opened one up local to me, and I've been trying to get back into swimming again, and the only way I can swim right now is underwater, which is my partner says you swim like a dolphin. I says, what do you mean by that? Well, you swim underwater quite a long way. You can swim like a full length on water in the swim out, and that's 25 meters at least. I've always been able to do it. I used to freak out the teachers at school, all that stuff. When is he coming out for A? What? Like I said, I can swim like a fish, like a dolphin. Underwater, of course, but I cannot physically swim on top. I go swim, and then dip down. What? That's always been me, I think. Like I said, quite a good swimmer underwater. I'm expecting to have gills next, so I can breathe underwater. That's always a possibility, isn't it, with all this strange stuff that's going on. But I'm just not too sure what's going on. Hell, if we have moved from whatever arm to this arm or Sagittarius arm or whatever, I don't even know what point of origin I'm from, to be honest. I look at the night sky, it just looks normal to me. Apart from Orion's belt, there's 2 more points that I noticed the last time I saw them. That was back in the winter, I believe. I would say February. That was a month after I became aware of the effect. It had the usual points and 2 extra points on the end of it, like in the middle. Which I thought, that's the only star constellation I know. Of course, I'm not too familiar with any of the star constellations, but apart from the main ones, the basic ones. But other than that, I am not too sure my point of origin is from. But all I know I seen is been shifting around at least a dozen times since I became aware of the effect. At least so I think. That's when I became aware of it. But all this shifting around, what's it for? I wonder. Who knows? Could it be a spiritual thing? I don't know. Spiritual ascension and all that stuff. I've been reviewing and reading, doing research on that. Because I did see 2727 the other day on the synchronization, whatever you call it. which was kind of a bit strange. And I did look that one up as well, and I don't know. I don't really know what to think about it. But nevertheless, lots of strange happenings this week, and it's only Wednesday. Oh yes, blue eggs. Now there's one. Araucana chicken. There you go. Or Easter chickens, as they're now known as. I've never heard of that one before. And now Easter is probably one of my favourite holidays because I get 4 days off in Easter, and I always go on holiday or vacation, as my American audience would call it. But nevertheless, blue chickens is the latest one, and I had this weird blue glowy drink the other day as well, which you can buy from Mazda. Can't really remember what it's called now, but it was very strange looking. It looked like frog spawn, but blue. But it was a blue fruity drink, which I was like, that. What? Oh, that was my expression. You know, where the hell do they keep coming up with this weird stuff? But I just don't know. I mean, fruits and vegetables, quite an eye opener at the moment. Black pepper, purple pepper, white pepper, yeah, there's one. And physalis fruit as well, that's a strange one. It's like a tomato, but not quite a tomato. They're only about, I would say, size of a small cherry, I would say. And you got this little weird leaf on it as well to cover it up. And that's quite an iron opener as well. I would look for them if you can. Last place I got them was from Asda. They're just in the veggie section, but I think they look like they're more of a fruit. You'll see them, no problem. They stand out from the crowd. And I had dragon fruit the other day as well. That was quite an interesting experience. Bit like watermelon cross between kiwi. There's a lot of strange stuff the last week or so. I'm sorry I haven't posted any of late, because there's hadn't been much happening, to be honest, until the last few days. It's all caught up again. I think I've shifted again, possibly on Friday, maybe over the weekend. I'm not quite sure on that one. But very strange happenings going on. I mean, my friends think it all seems to be a bit normal, but which is kind of strange. Although the other day at work, I did have some fun with the other guys. You know, just quizzing them about music and all that stuff. You know, like interview with a vampire and all that. I had some fun, believe it or not. And I said, what was that vampire movie that Tom Cruise started? They all said interview with a vampire. And I said, nope. Look it up, it's interview with the vampire. Sure, I went on Google their phones and everything, said, hey, you're right. And I also said, what did Darth Vader say on Empire Strikes Back when he's on that dangling over that pole? He says, they said, Luke, I am your father. No, that was not correct either. You know, you can have fun with people, you know, really mess up their brain, so to speak. I did for the last couple of days. It's been great fun just winding people up. But the latest one I came across is the Snow White and Seven Dwarfs. We're off to see the Wizard of One of the Wizards. You know that one? The first time I sing it, it's you're going to see the Wizard of Oz. Yeah, which is kind of strange. But nevertheless, I can't really remember that far back on Wizard of Oz. Well, it's been years since I've seen it anyway. I'm just going by memory. But then again, I think all our memories have been faulted since we're moving from one place to another. But I digress. What do I think about the Mandela effect? Pretty crazy. If I ever spoke to a shrink about this, or a psychiatrist, they would lock me up tighter and the Joker from Batman. Hey, I could probably put them through pretty mental asylum, the stuff I know right now. But can I prove it? No. Not that often, no. But every time, every now and again, I can prove it. And that's when the fun begins. To go, oh, is that how it is? And it's just stuff like that. I mean, I tend to be using the Mandela effect to my own advantage. But once you know there's something going on, you can play with them. You know, the NPCs or whatever you want to call it, that sort of stuff. And the other day I really stumped them on the Matrix. You know, what if I told you that line? And I said, go and look that one up. You'll never find that line anymore. You looked it up, and guess what? I was right. Bang on the money, so to speak. And then I said, whatever I told you, I never said whatever I told you. And that was just hilarious to me. Yeah, you know, that stuff as well. It's just mind-boggling when you see people working their brain, trying to figure it out, and stuff like that. I always thought about woolly sheep as well. And fair enough, 3 out of 12 workmates knew what I was talking about. You know, woolly sheep, because they had know people that breed them and all that. And the rest of them says, woolly sheep, you sure about it? You're not dreaming that? But, nope. Oh, hang on. Torn in here. There we go again. This here. Well, never mind. I know what's different this time. But, like I said, crazy stuff has been happening quite a lot this week. It goes quiet for a while, and then it builds up, and it's one after the other. You know, depending how active it gets, I suppose. Another thing I like to talk about. Knowing that you know about the Mandela effect phenomenon, have you ever spent time in a haunted location? Have you? Now that is quite an interesting experience. I know a pub not too far from here called well, I won't say the pub's name, but it's famous for being haunted. It's one of the most active places in the UK, and it's probably one of the oldest pubs as well. And sure enough, went in there for a pint, and I felt really cold in that place for some bizarre reason. I don't know, could never figure it out. I think I might go there and ask the landlord's permission, or landlady who was in charge. I can't remember who it was. If we can have an overnight vigil and see if there's any spooks going on, or maybe they're what do you call it, parallel dimensional beings. You know, who knows? We'll never get the bottom of this Mandela effect, I don't think. The are naysayers, all that say it's all in your head, but I've experienced too much to discount it's all in my head. I'm not on any sort of medication. But I do drink, but not to the point I get blotted or plastered drunk. I only have a couple of pints with friends, and I would play pool with me friends and stuff like that, who are non-affected. But that's another point as well. One Friday evening, I did not pay for a single drink because everybody kept buying me drinks. Don't know why. I had money in my wallet. I just can't figure it out. I mean, 1 minute I had a pint, drank it, and so when another pint turned up. Look, everybody was being so nice to me. One of the perks of the Mandela effect, do you think? Who knows? Who knows? Like I said, kind of long video this. I don't know what to think. What it is. I mean, it could be glitches in the Matrix, and we all feeling it. You know, one engine to the next. You know, like a waiting room loading area, so we can move to the next plane or world or whatever. Maybe we're being transported from one place to another. No, like in Star Trek. What was it? Nemesis, where they shifted people into a holodeck ship. You know, I've seen sci-fi. I know a lot of sci-fi. I grew up with it when I was a kid. You know, all that jazz, and maybe that's all this is. Maybe it's just a smokescreen from the government. You know, conspiracy theory from the government or whatever powers to be. Illuminati. You know, that sort of stuff. And it was probably some person, quite possibly, I'm not saying this for definite, Berenstein or whatever, how you pronounce it, or Bernstein or whatever. Personally, I don't remember much about them. They weren't important to me, I suppose. But could it be that a simple book or videotape, whatever it was a foreign import, had a spelling error on the VHS, and everybody is going nutsoid over it? Could be that it's as simple as that. And as for the VW logo, if you go to Back to the Future, the first one, the Twin Pine Mall scene, you'll see a VW Beetle Bug, you know, the surfer camper van, and you could see clearly the VW with the solid, with the no gap. You know, that sort of, you can still see it. Yeah, I mean, I've still got my copy, and it's still on my copy, and it's also on Popcorn Time. If you got that installed, just go check it out. That stuff, you know what I mean? It's just that these little niggles, you know, movie media, music media, can easily be manipulated by the powers that be to see what you want to see or hear you want to see. You know, I mean, I don't always go for that. I'm more interested in actual physical experiences. Like in your neighborhood, it just popped up out of nowhere, just 2 blocks away, and stuff like that. You know, this, oh yeah, moonbows or lunar rainbows. Now there's a new one. Oh yes, that's the latest one. That was from last night, I believe. That was crazy. When my friend sent me a link to it, I thought, no, you're making this up. And no, he says, really? They got lunar rainbows now. Oh, what the hell is a lunar rainbow? Until I looked it up. I said, are you kidding me? Rainbows at night? That's a bit possibility, isn't it? He says, yes. He's also affected like us. And this idea that, I know, what the hell is going on? I've never heard of a lunar rainbow in my life. I've never seen one before. And stuff like that, and then in a dark sky, you know, rainbow, stuff like that, I would remember it. And this crazy stuff like this keeps popping up every now and again and surprise you. Oof. It's been one hell of a ride, that's for sure. I mean, what else is good in store? But it's always fun to find out, isn't it? I say, bring it on. What else you got? I'm ready for you, I can take it. You know, that sort of stuff. Come on, bring it on, I say. Hit me with your best shot. Come on, I dare you. I'm no lightning bolt yet. But never mind. This is Max signing off. Stay well, stay safe, stay healthy, and just have fun with the non-affected if you can. It's great fun.